So I bought something that some might consider a useless purchase, and some might consider a purchase that will free up your creativity. Today we are talking about PocketDispo. It's nothing but a recycled lens cap that the company has repurposed as a lens. What they have done is they have recycled or repurposed cap that the camera body has and fitted it with the optical lens. It doesn't have any control on it and it has a lot of limitations. So before I dive into that, there are a couple of things that you have to understand about this lens. Focal length of this PocketDispo is around approximately, I think, 28 mm. The f-stop on this lens is f11 and you can't change it. So basically, if you want to focus onto the subject, it should be 1.5 meters away from the lens, 1.5 or 1.3, something like that. If it's less than 1.5 or 1.3, it won't be in focus because obviously it doesn't have any motors. And since it doesn't have any motors, your aperture control will not work. Your focusing control will not work. There are ways to negate that. But yeah, these are the three things that you have to keep in mind if you are thinking about this PocketDispo. Why I decided to go for this and why I would suggest you to go for the PocketDispo as well. It comes with a certain look that nowadays everybody is striving for. Everybody is going with an old school or old aesthetics that we used to have during film days. Me, I want to get away from the sharpness, and this lens can help me with that because it primarily focuses in the center and everything around it has a soft look to it, which some might consider a downgrade, but for me, I want that look. The price of this lens is 4,000 rupees for the lens and 1,500 rupees to ship it from US to India. The surprising thing is they delivered it in four to five working days. And the support team, if you ask them through their website or through the Instagram handle, they are responsive. Being sub 6,000 lens is not that costly considering what the market has to offer. And everything else is upon the person that is shooting with this lens. It is travel friendly, it makes your camera lighter. It makes the general setup easy to carry, easy to handle. You can fit this lens in your pocket. You have seen this size of the lens, right? Why it helps is because the probability of me using the camera increases. If I had to give you a simple answer, anybody and everybody can buy this lens. In my opinion, you can use it for street. Number two, you can use it for landscape because in landscape, you generally want everything in focus. It basically boils down to how you use your camera, how much you know about your camera body, and how you unleash your creativity and how you control everything. The limitation on this lens will push you towards opening up your creativity, and you will be surprised how much you don't miss the electronics. PocketDispo makes these lenses for every camera body out in the market. The Canon, the Fujifilm, the Sony, I'm using the Sony one, and I think there's a Nikon is there. Whatever camera body you have, they have the PocketDispo for you. Consider this a tip and trick segment where you can get most out of this lens. Since it can focus beyond 1.5 meters, try to keep your subject after that, beyond 1.5 meters, so that you don't miss the focus whether you are shooting the photos or the videos. Since the aperture is fixed at f11, light is obviously the key. You won't be able to use it in the pitch dark condition. So try to schedule your shoots according to the availability of the lights. Since it doesn't have any moving parts, no electronic control, lens only focuses at the center, and anything beyond that or away from the center is slightly out of focus or totally out of focus depending on how far away it is from the center. For this, I would suggest to go with an old filmic looks that you can find anywhere for free, for paid, whatever. They sell their own presets on their website. If you're up for it, you can buy those and get the filmic look. I do have my own presets. I will be using those. If you are up for the creative challenge, it's one of the best thing that you can have. It's easy, fairly, and really easy to use. It just boils down to what you need the lens for, or what is the creative look that you are striving for. That's a wrap up, and I hope you like the video that I'm putting out. Consider subscribing, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.